Hey guys, Angel here with the Bullish Bears team. I am making the watch list video for tomorrow, February 8th. I know it's been a little bit since I've made a watch list video, but I got really sick last week and couldn't stop coughing and kind of lost my voice. So we're going to see how we get through this today because I'm still, if I try to talk too much, I end up coughing and I can feel one coming on. So I might have to pause this and cough real quick. So hopefully we can just power through this, get you some stocks for tomorrow, and let me go to my nightly scan. So we have the S&P futures pulled up, and you can see that it was trading, trading within an ascending triangle, and it broke through this first level of resistance. However, it had to get through this 200 SMA, and you can see that it has been rejecting off of it this week. So we had a down day today. We'll see what it's going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Friday. Everyone's going to be taking profits, but hopefully we can find something. I don't know. We'll just have to look and see. So let's get moving. No. That is a no for APOP. Let's take a look at ATOS. That is also a no, this like spinning top doji in between moving averages. Very indecisive. BIOC. I can already tell this can be a no. I don't like that. It tanked all day long, so I don't like that. CCCL. I don't like that hammer. It is a green hammer off a moving average. And we can take a look at the hourly just for grins and giggles. However, if that didn't have this candle right here, I would have put it on. But I do not like that it closed the day right in between two moving averages. So that's right between support and resistance on a Friday, where we typically have sell-off days. That's a no for CDL. All right, CLDX. No. Very indecisive doji. Okay, so this one, I mean, it's only got 5-cent profit potential. So that would be a no for me for CNAB. As Randy would say, that's a no from me, dog. So, okay. This one. It had earnings, and obviously, after earnings, it had a great day. Did close above this 200. Huh, interesting. It's got a gap kind of here, maybe. It looked that way, but then when I zoomed out, I saw a big, ew. Ew, I don't like that. But let's take a look at the hourly. See what the hourly tells us. Okay, so it's like a bull flag pennant-ish on the hourly, which I like. However, because it's earnings and people were riding that up all day, they could potentially be wanting to take their profits tomorrow. So that means, do you want to do a bullish play or a bearish play? I'm going to take the bullish side of it. Last time I tried to take the bearish side on something like this for a watch list, burned me. So, and it's got resistance around like $21, so it's got some room to move. Okay. It's like bull pennant-ish on hourly. Watch for possible resistance around, $21. Could even potentially be 22. And that's HBI. All right, so let's look at MLNT. Ooh, this looks like, okay, so you can see a cup and a handle on the 5-minute. The handle's a little small right there. You can see this bull flag broke out a little, so it's a cup and handle on the 5-minute, bull flag on the daily. Let's look at the hourly. Ooh, You can see this cup on the hourly as well. So if it breaks this 203, it's got room up to 222. And after that, around $3. So I like it. So that is going on watch list. So it is bullish on all time frames, just because I don't have enough room to write every single pattern. Bullish on all time frames. If price can break, oh poo, I forgot where I need a price to break. This price can break, let's say $2. Watch for resistance around 222 and $3. Okay, so that is MLNT. OHRP. That's going to be a no for me, dog. Again. So it had a reverse split, so it went from like 16 cents up here, but I would not touch that right now. I mean, if it pops up on the scans, but as far you can see there's a FU pattern to close the day, and a huge gap. That thing's coming down, I think. SBGL. Okay, so this could potentially be interesting. And see this sort of like double bottom, kind of a cup, broke out. It's got the hourly. What does the hourly tell us? So it's riding the 9, which I like. Not too terribly overbought yet. Could almost be like a V bottom. So if it can break $4, then it is going to have resistance around like 420 and like 450. So I like it. And you can see left shoulder head, right shoulder too on this with a neckline break on the 5-minute, which I like. So we've got, and there's bull flagging on hourly. If price can break $4, watch for potential resistance around 420 and 475. That is SBGL. Oh, there's not very many stocks on this scan. So, oh, I like this too. So it's kind of a cup. Could also be a bull flag-ish. It's a bull pennant on the 5-minute. That rhymed, bull pennant on the 5-minute. Also a beautiful bull pennant that's just gorgeous on the hourly. So, I'm surprised I've made it this far without coughing. So I got sick right before the Super Bowl. I was so mad because I didn't want to miss my blessed Patriots winning their 6th Super Bowl, even if it was a defensive masterpiece and people aren't used to seeing that and they wanted lots and lots of points. I very much appreciated that our defense finally stopped an offense in the Super Bowl, because if they couldn't, we would have lost. But we won, and I'm quite happy, and that has helped my stupid cough feel much better. So we've got bull pennant, sorry for that tangent, oops, on the hourly. Watch for resistance around $1. Let's see if there's moving averages that it's in the 200 SMA and 200 SMA on daily. All right, so SHL DQ, and now I want a blizzard from DQ. I'm really hungry. I have not had an appetite in almost 2 weeks, so I'm ready to eat something. Okay, so this one, oh boy, if you had gotten in on this one back when it was at 5 cents, you could have made yourself some money. Okay, so it does have some room up to like 60 cents, but do I like it? So it's riding the 9, which I actually like that because moving averages provide equilibrium for stocks, and as long as they're riding it, then they don't have a ton of, like, they don't have to go back and find their equilibrium. It's also not oversold on the 5-minute. I'm gonna have to pause this. I have to cough now. Okay, so I don't like that there's not this like clearly defined pattern that I can just see and be like, oh yeah, I see this bull flag. Like, that's what I don't like, and that it is overextended from here. However, I like the bull flag on the hourly and that it's riding the 9 on the hourly, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to bite the bullet and do it. Okay. Bull flagging on hourly. If price can break, remember there's $1.50 resistance. 50 cents, watch for resistance around 60 cents. So we'll just have to wait, and that's SHMP. SHMP. Let's look at TNX. That's going to be a no for me as well because it's right in between support and resistance, and that is not going anywhere. So let's take a look at the last one of TPNL. This one, I don't think I would put this on just based off the daily because it is at highs that are not there for the past 3 years. So if we take a look at the weekly, all-time highs on the weekly, let's take a look at the monthly. It's trading at all-time highs. So that's going to be a no for me, just because there's absolutely no support and resistance to map out. I mean, you could say 750 because $1.50 are obviously psychological support and resistance. However, I wouldn't put that on because it's so overextended. It's overextended. It's not near the 9 anymore. So was this pumped today, and is it going to dump tomorrow? Potentially. Because you can see, just looking at the chart, it's never had a huge move like that in 3 years. So that is going to be a no for me. And this is going to be our watch list for tomorrow with these stocks here. So we'll just have to wait and see how tomorrow responds to everything that's going on and being between support and resistance. And is it just going to trade sideways tomorrow? We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And if you are not a member, then head over here to our fancy website. Look at all this stuff that they're doing for you. So you've got your blog, you've got your rooms, you've got your watch list and alerts. They're doing a new page for education. The courses are there right now, and they're going to be adding more stuff. And I know that because I've been writing a bunch of stuff for y'all. And then we've got our scanners. So not only do we have trade ideas, there's Black Box, TrendSpider, Benzinga. So a bunch of great things are coming down the pipeline. It's all very exciting stuff. I've been writing a lot of blog posts as far as like RSI calculation and dip buying and stuff like that, and things that you can use, not just I mean, you can use everything, but just great stuff that you can study. And we have our memberships over here. We have our month, or we have my favorite one, which is the yearly membership. You get a lot more with the yearly membership, and you get access to the next level training library, which is a great deal. There's a lot of advanced options, a lot of advanced day trading and swing trading in there, and I know that they're getting ready to start adding a lot more of that. Plus, you get access to the trade rooms, and I actually really like the new trade room. You have the chat on the one side, you have your stream right there, everything's all together. You don't have to go back and forth between multiple screens, and you get to hear sometimes Dan and Creed on there at the same time, and potentially coming, you're going to get to hear a little Angel on there too. So I know Dan's been trying to get me to stream a watch list in there, and I actually have to just have a little sit down with him so I can see how to do it properly, so that you guys can just talk to me while I'm making the watch list. If you're a member, if you're not a member, then you don't get to talk to me. But if you are a member, then you can help me make the watch list, because you guys might have stocks that aren't showing up on my scans, and if you have a great stock that you call out that looks good, then I can put that on there. So it's a little give and take. So just become a member. It's totally worth it. As I've said before, the Bullish Bears is the only trading service that I have ever been a part of. Their courses are the only courses I've ever taken, and I started probably 3 years ago knowing absolutely nothing about the stock market, and here I am. I trade the stock market. I have almost doubled my account since I started, and I'm making watch list videos for you guys, and I can recognize patterns and support and resistance and candlesticks. So I am a living testimony that this program works. You have to be willing to put in the time, though. I've started answering emails and stuff for them, and the thing I've noticed is that a lot of people are not willing to put in the time because they just want something to just happen right away. And if it doesn't happen within 2 weeks, then they're done. And that's, if you honestly, if you want to be a successful trader, that's not how it works. It took me 1.5 to 2 years, even 3 years. I mean, 3 years in, there's still stuff that I'm learning every day, just watching all of Signet's posts that are coming out and reading all of his super technical things. Like, he did the moving average forecasting. He did an RSI one. I'm publishing one for Tick tomorrow. So there's just so much that you can learn. You just have to be willing to put in the work. And I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but I also know how important it is. And I mean, come on. I know that that we just watched the greatest of all time, my man Tom Brady, win his 6th Super Bowl. And that didn't happen because, not that he played his greatest game on the planet. I get that. Don't lecture me about that. I will fight you. I've been having to do a lot of sticking up for my team this week because they didn't score 1 million points. Big deal. Sometimes, like in trading, you're not going to make a huge trade right away. Sometimes you make enough just to cover your commission fees, and you know what? That's okay because you broke even and you didn't lose anything, so that's still a win. And Tom Brady didn't become the greatest of all time overnight. It has taken 19 years and a ton of dedication and practice and work, and he works at it all the time. So if you want to be the GOAT of the stock market, then you have to be willing to put in the work. And that is my little rant for today. It's just I haven't made a video in like a week, and I am very excited that my Patriots won the Super Bowl, and I love being able to tie football into trading the stock market. It just makes it a lot more interesting for me because I'm such a huge lover of all sports in general. So become a member, be willing to put in the work. You won't regret it because just think about it. No matter what the economy is doing. Even if you lose your job, this is a skill that you can have, that if the job market is really tough to find a job, you have something that you can do that can either, you can do it full time or it can tide you over until something comes along. So if by taking the time and doing this, you're investing in yourself. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all later.